Hi, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Come here. Can you say good? Hi, I'm Kelly, and this is Maxwell. Live streaming in Brentwood, Tennessee, restorative yoga. So restorative yoga is a practice specifically to slow down the body and slow down the mind to relax the body physically, but also distressing the mind through breath and through movement. Props that I have are, and if you can go ahead and grab those real quickly, if you don't have them already available, especially if you're newer, and welcome if you're newer to doing this video or showing up to this live streaming event. A pillow, a firm pillow for your chest, a bolster specifically for restorative yoga, and then a throw blanket size, and a block and a strap. We'll use all of those. Restorative yoga specifically uses props so the body can de-stress, and so the props are used to support passively, or support the body while we passively stretch. So let's get started on your mat. Place your blanket where your head will go and lie down on your mat. Come here, Maxwell. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're right here. I didn't mean for that. All right. So lie down on your mat. Reach your arms overhead and stretch. Stretch your legs. Point your toes. Reach your fingers. Flutter your fingers. Just a little movement. Flex your feet. Now make a fist with the hands. And reach up straight. So arms are straight up. Spread the blades apart right there. And then reach around and grab the back of your shoulders. And then reach up, and let's change sides. Or change the other way, the other crossing. Fingertips behind the shoulders. Reach up as you inhale. And now let's grab the knees, pull them into the body. Inhale. And then exhale and rock from side to side. Extend the left leg out. Keep your right knee in. So straighten that leg. And use your left hand and press the leg, the top of the left leg down as you pull the right leg in. And go ahead and rotate the foot. Rotate at the ankle joint. Turn the opposite direction. A little movement. The beginning of practice, and then we'll really go into poses where we hold for a period of time. Extend out the right leg and bring your left knee in, pull it in. Press your thigh down right here. So calf comes to the floor. Rotate your foot. Rotate the other way. And then extend the legs out, both out straight again, and reach the arms overhead like a good morning stretch. Reaching from end to end, stretching your body. And then set your feet on the floor, palms on the floor. You can bring the arms out just so that at a slight angle. Tip your knees over to the left and tip them to the right. Good. Now tip the knees over to the right and hold them there and turn your gaze towards the left. Notice your spine, your lower back. What's happening? Lower that or draw that in towards the floor. And then lift your knees, tip the knees over to the other side, to the left, and turn your gaze to the right. You can close your eyes or keep them open. What feels right? What feels comfortable? And lift your knees up again. And we're going to roll to the side and come to a seated position on your mat. So lift up, and you can sit on the blanket. So your hips are just slightly higher than your legs. Extend your legs out straight and reach for your toes. Can you grab your toes? It's okay if you can't. Then bring the insoles of your feet together. Insoles. The bottom of your feet together. Place your feet, the bottom of your feet together, and then lower your chest towards the legs, and you can use your hands to draw yourself in closer towards the floor or towards your feet. And then lift up. Bring your hands back behind you. Place your feet on the floor. You can widen your feet so your feet are out of the edge of the mat. Tip your knees side to side. Repeating what we did on our back. Now seated. Tip the knees over to the right. And then lift up. Press your left knee down, your right knee down, and then turn. Simple twist. And you want to push through this leg. So you're assisting the twist with the hip, not just twisting the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale that out. Looking over your shoulder, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale, look forward and tip the knees over to the other side. Press this knee down, and then reach your hand around and press just lightly, getting some leverage to turn the body just a little bit more. Don't overstretch right here. If you're finding that your breathing is interrupted because of the twist, because it's just very difficult for you to turn, then let off of that just a bit, right? Restorative yoga is supposed to be gentle and feel good. Now look forward and extend your legs out straight. Place a blanket or a bolster over your legs. And then we're going to lie down over the bolster right here. So lower your chest over and put your forehead, or put the side of your face on the pillow. I have my arms underneath. So getting a light hamstring stretch with your legs straight. Getting a stretch through the back. From the lumbar spine up through the hips to the middle of your back, all the way up between the blades and your shoulders. And a gentle stretch in your hamstrings and the calves behind the knees. And now lift up. Let's turn the head the other way. Maybe cross the forearms and place your head on your arm instead of the pillow, or come down further. As you inhale, lift up your body. Place the bolster between your legs. And we're going to come onto your knees onto the blanket. And then separate your knees. Bring the bolster right between the knees like this. Right? All right, and then walk down to your forearms. So looking at the bolster, turn your head to the left. The bolster propped up under our pillow underneath your body in child's pose, restorative child's pose. Relaxing the spine. Feeling the shoulders relax, the head, the jaw, your hips, the knees, the feet. Settle into your breathing, breathing in through your nose, and then gently out of the nose. Inhale again, and then exhale. Inhale, lift your head. Let's turn your head the other way. Eyes open or closed. Again, bring your awareness to places you may be holding tension. Your jaw, the shoulders, the hips, the knees. Push into the forearms and move the bolster, our pillow, in this position in front of you. Sit on the blanket and bring your legs over the bolster. Have your feet on the mat like this. So don't hover like that. Feet over the other side of the pillow. And this time you're going to just fold over the legs that are separated. So your knees are turned out, your feet are turned in towards each other. Forehead comes down to the blanket, or you can cross your forearms and place your head on your forearms. Feel the lower back lengthening. Relieving stress or tension in the lower part of your back, the hips. Inhaling and exhaling long, deep breaths of air. So start to rise, lifting the chest. Bring your hands behind, fingertips pointed towards your hips, and just lean your head back, opening the chest. And now you can push the bolster away, pillow away, like that. And again, bring the soles of your feet together and lower down. Folding over with your knees out to the sides. So a little more of an inner thigh stretch right here. Bound angle pose. Lift up. Move off of your blanket and scoot it over to for your head again. Grab your strap or belt, or you could also use a sash of a bathrobe. Lower down all the way and set your head down flat
we're going to bring the feet into up straight. So like that. So like legs up the wall. We'll do legs up the wall in a little bit. All right. But right here, legs straight up, bend your knees, pull your knees in, and lasso or bring the strap around your feet. So you're going to separate your feet. There's space between them, so you're not cramming your feet into each other. Reach your hands up as high as you can, and then let your elbows slightly bend and the weight of the arms pull the legs towards you. Stretching behind the legs, the glutes, the hamstrings, the knees, the calves, and then all the way up to the heels, crossing over to the bottom of your feet. Such a nice stretch. So everything connected, lengthening those muscles in this passive stretch where we're using the prop to assist the stretch to happen. Close your eyes. And let's just be here for 5 more really good deep breaths. I'll cue the breath. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale out. A long deep breath. Or full exhale. A full deep inhale. Breathe in. Full exhale. Telling the central nervous system you're safe by your breathing. The intentional breath work, relaxing the mind. Relax your shoulders and jaw. Down to the hips and the lower back. Notice if you have tension there, relax the lower back down. Stretch happening in the hamstrings. And you'll notice as we hold this pose, the variation in how the hamstring feels. You'll feel at a certain point start to open or the muscle to change. So we're just creating suppleness, flexibility, suppleness, and the connective tissue. Now, press your right foot into the middle of the strap, remove the left. You can place your left foot on the floor flat, reach up higher, grab the ends of the strap, and pull the leg, or the leg will come in towards you with just the weight of the arms. So one leg at a time. Big difference just doing one side as opposed to two, right? Now extend out the left leg straight away from you. And notice the hamstring, when you extend the left leg, you'll feel that stretch deepen. Press your calf down to the floor, your heel to the floor. Three more breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath in. And then fully exhale. Start to slide your left foot onto the floor and then lift it up. Replace the right with the left. Bring your right foot to the floor, then reach up and hold. So slight bend in the elbows. That leg coming towards you because of the weight of the arms. So you're just holding each side with each hand and then extend out. If you want to try to extend the right leg out straight, press the calf to the floor. Stretching flexors on the right side and hamstring on the left. So you do have a slight bend in the knee, that's totally fine. But your toes are flexed down towards the shin. And close your eyes for the next 3 breaths of air. Relax the right foot, by the way. Inhale through your nose. Full exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Slide your right foot onto the floor. Place your right foot in the strap. And so both legs up again. 1 minute right here. And there. Checking a message. All right, so reach up. Just a school message. Grab the ends of the strap, sorry. Press the edges of your feet into the strap to engage the leg muscles just a little bit more. So really press out like you're pulling the feet apart. Just for a moment. 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Start to bend your knees, pull the knees into the chest. You can remove the strap and place the strap on the floor. We'll do lateral stretching outside our medial and lateral stretching before we finish class, before Shavasana. Bring the knees into the chest, tight, and then roll to one side. Push to a seated position. We're going to bring the legs up the wall now. So turn, place the end of your mat up against the wall. Like that. And then the blanket where your head goes. And so the best way to come up, bring your legs up the wall. Follow my instruction. First of all, bring your hip, one side of your hip up to the wall like that. And come down to your forearms onto the mat so you're supported, or you've got a cushion under the elbows. And then you'll lie down all the way like that. And then bring your one leg up, the other leg up, and then start to pivot the body. Now, depending on your hamstring flexibility, you may not be able to get your glutes all the way to the wall, and that's completely fine. Move your glutes away from the wall as far as you need to so that you can actually relax. If you're shaking because of the angle of your hips or the stretch of the hamstrings, then back away from the wall just a bit. You can even come away from it as far, half of a foot. But if you can, come up close to the baseboard. Like I'm all the way up to the baseboard right here with my legs up, and I'm completely fine. My hamstrings are not even stretching right here. And then take your blanket and nudge or kind of turn it underneath, or make the blanket thicker underneath your neck so that you can relax. And then turn your palms up, reaching your fingers to, or letting your fingers and the back of your hand lie on the floor. And then relax the hands and the wrists, and then the shoulders. Relax the hips, your jaw, just places that you may hold tension unintentionally. So just bringing awareness there so that you can intentionally relax. Legs are straight up. This is an inversion. It can bring feelings of anxiety or stress just because of the nature of the pose. So as you're here, settling into the position, bring your awareness to your breath. Again, deeply inhaling and then fully exhaling. Think about the space between the inhale and the exhale. Can you smooth that out and not hold your breath? But a fluid inhale right into the exhale. Do that again. Same breath pattern. Now try to lengthen the inhale and hold, pause there, and then exhale. So now we'll take just a small pause at the top of the inhale. Breathing in. Pause. And exhale. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Reach your arms overhead and reach for the elbows. So crossing the forearms. As if you're framing, or not as if, but you are framing the head with the arms. Hold the elbows. And then bring the soles of your feet together and slide your heels down towards the groin. So your knees are just out to the side. And we're going to hold this for at least a minute. Allowing the mind to not wander, or not allowing, but not allowing the mind to wander. Keeping your focus, being present in the moment. Now bring the knees in towards each other and reach your arms straight again and change the crossing of your arms and reach for the elbows. So now just allowing the other direction or the other stretch of the arms. So legs straight up the wall. Reach the arms straight overhead and sweep the hands to the floor. And press your elbows and your hands into the floor and wiggle away from the wall so that you can bend your knees 90 degrees away from the wall though. So you got to kind of inch yourself back away from the wall. So notice your knees, and then place the blanket comfortably underneath your head, like that. Kind of get it a little thicker underneath your neck to support the neck. So your feet hip width apart, knees bent 90 degrees, knees over hips. Now take your hands, or with your hands, press into the knees, the top of the thighs, just gently. Then we're going to walk the feet over to the right side, but keep your shoulders on the floor. So once your legs are over, extend the arms out to the sides, turn your gaze over to the left. So try to relax the leg that's on top and bring the leg that's lower all the way to the floor, including the ankle. Stretching through the lower back, the hip, the outside of your leg. Start to lift your head, looking straight up, back of the head on the floor. Walk your feet up the wall. So now back to that original position. Knees 90 degrees. Place your left ankle on your right knee. And you can place your hand on your ankle, opposite hand on your knee, and push that away. Push the knee away. And then just kind of stay here. You can let your hands relax and your arms, elbows come to the floor. Close your eyes. Now move the left ankle off your right knee. And we're going to tip the knees over to the other side. So walk your feet down. Keep your shoulders on the floor, both the right and the left, as the hip lifts up on that right side. Bring your arms out to the sides and relax your shoulders and the back of your hands. Relax the fingers. Fingers have a natural curve to them, or a natural curl. Turn your gaze the opposite direction of your knees. Relax the body, the shoulders, the neck, the chest, and your hips. Lift your head, back of the head on the mat or on your blanket. Walk your feet up. And now pigeon pose, supine pigeon pose. Ankle on knee. So this is your right ankle on your left knee. Use your right hand and press the knee away. And you can grab your foot. Maybe give your foot a few squeezes with the hand. Why not, right? Squeeze your foot. And then relax your elbows down and just hold. Then place your foot or bring the ankle off of the leg and walk or roll over to the side, roll, and then lift up. And you're still gonna face the wall. So sit up on your blanket. So not too high, just the height of the blanket, and bring your feet to the baseboard like that, right? So you can see that. Your feet are on the floor, or your heels on the floor, your feet on the baseboard. Sit up tall, and you can press your feet into the baseboard. Have your legs straight, calves on the floor. And then bring your left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. And press into the foot that's on the wall. Sit up tall. And we're just going to gently turn to the right, to the left. So the bent knee side. So hand on the outside of your leg. Keep pressing into that foot that's on the wall. Turning and looking over your shoulder. You can use that as just a little more resistance. Get a little more of a turn, but mindful, not too far. So pressing into that foot that's on the wall. Feeling the side stretch, your lower back stretch on this side. The opposite direction of the twist, or the opposite side of the direction of the twist. And now untwist, sit up tall, and keep your leg bent. Turn towards the leg that's straight, so your body's kind of turning that direction just slightly, and then walk your hands down. So keep your foot on the wall, feel your hamstring stretch, just a gentle stretch right where you feel it catch or feel the stretch. Stop right there. Breathing in and out. Staying present by thinking about the muscle that you're stretching. Extend out your left foot onto the wall, or extend the left leg, foot on the wall. And bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg and sit up tall. So this knee goes out to the side. If you need to, you can prop a block up underneath your knee. And now you're going to reach around, place your fingertips behind you, and then hand on the outside of your leg. Lower back stretch mainly. Lots of stuff going on here. Your side stretch. Lift your chin away from the chest. Hand on the outside of your leg.
And then look forward or look towards the wall. And now you're going to turn your body towards that leg that's extended straight. Keep the right foot on the inner thigh and lower your belly towards the thigh, your chest towards the thigh. Look down at your knee. Feel the stretch happening in the hamstring. And then also this leg, this knee that's on the side, getting a nice little gentle stretch for that inner thigh and the inside of the knee. Look down at your leg. Breathe in. Can you lower a little bit more? Just lower enough to feel the catch or feel that stretch in the hamstring. Begin to lift. And then extend your leg out straight. Just straighten both legs, both feet on the baseboard. Shoulders rolled back. Maybe you need to, so you can firmly press into your feet. Just get a little closer, like that. Sitting up tall. Tip your head over to the left. And then the right. Tip your head over to the left again. Reach the right arm out to the right. So opposite arm. And lift up. Stretching through the neck. Trapezius. Lower your hand, lift your head. Tip the head over the opposite direction. So your ear comes towards your shoulder. Reach the opposite arm. Lift up. Relax the shoulders. And then lift your head. And now we're just going to place your hands on the floor and turn your head so your chin comes towards your shoulder. Don't move your shoulder to your chin, but your chin to your shoulder. Keeping mobility in the neck by stimulating the spine, the cervical spine. Look forward or look the wall, look at the wall, and then turn the opposite direction. So chin towards shoulder. And then look towards the wall. And now we're going to use the wall again. So it's a variation of a shoulder stretch. Place your blanket to cushion your knees, like that. And move away from the wall just about a foot. Let's do that first, okay? Then follow my direction. Bring your hand of the arm that's closest to the wall. Walk your hand up. So it's about parallel to your shoulder or the same height as your shoulder. So right there. But I want you to square your shoulders the direction you're looking, the direction you're facing. So getting that opening in the front of the shoulder right there. If you can, sneak your knees in a little closer to the wall, but keep the direction you're turning or you're facing with that hand behind. Holding this for at least a minute. But breathe in and deeply, so relaxing the body and the stretch and the pose to get the real benefit, to get a benefit from the stretch, holding it for long enough, but then also relax.
Soften your jaw. Soften the torso, the hips. And then you're going to walk your fingers down, 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 down. Right there. And then flip your hand. Let's do the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to spin myself around. Come away from the wall about a foot, something like that. And bring the wall side hand to the wall, and then walk your fingers up. Right there. Stop like right at the height of your shoulders. Squaring your hips and shoulders towards the direction you're facing. And maybe you can bring your knees in closer. But just enough to feel the stretch. Don't force anything. This is much tighter on this side for me. You'll find that there is a big difference between sides in your body. So yoga is really good for helping balance strength and flexibility and mobility on each side. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, lower back. You can also do this standing. We're just on our knees. A little easier to hold from your knees to standing in your knees than when you're standing, but either works. Take another breath in. Exhale it out. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Now walk your hand down, walk it down, walk it down, walk it down. Right there, turn your palm in. Nice. Pick the shoulders up and roll them back. Now we're going to come to our mat. So I'm going to reposition my mat. You can leave yours where it is. We're just going to lie down, but you need your strap. So grab your strap and come to your mat. We'll use the bolster for Shavasana or your pillow for Shavasana. Lower down all the way to the mat, head on your blanket, and tuck the blanket underneath the neck. Right there. Place your right foot in the strap, right there. So right below the ball of the foot, by the way, it looks like that, right? So you're not up at the toes and you're not in the arch of your foot. Right below the ball, right there, the ball of the foot. Reach up with your hands, both sides. Extend the left leg out straight. Press the calf to the floor. Grab the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm over to the right. Now you're going to bring very slowly the leg across the body to the other side. Reaching your right arm. So to the left, your leg is to the left. Once your leg lowers enough that your shoulder starts to lift, then just stop right there because I want your shoulders to be on the floor. And you can even them up. Reach the right arm over to the right, turn your palm up, and turn your gaze towards the right hand. Look across the floor and then close the eyes. 5 breaths. Inhaling and then exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Letting go of everything. Letting go of the stress in your body, also your mind. The week of activity. Restoring the body. Lift the leg. And now you're just going to change your grip to the right hand and let your leg go over to the right. Inner thigh. Turn your heel up and your toes down. Reach the the left arm over to the left and look over to the left. Start to lift the leg. And we're going to change. Replace this foot with the left. Reach your hands up as high as you can first, and then extend the leg straight. Grab the strap with your right hand, and leg lowers to the right. And as the leg lowers, keep your shoulders on the floor. And if your shoulders start to lift, just stay right there. Otherwise, if you can, bring your foot all the way over and your heel down to the floor with your shoulders on the floor. And relax. Soften into the pose. Deepening that stretch in your hip and the lower back. Through the side. Turn your gaze towards the left hand. Look across the floor and then close your eyes. 5 breaths. Smooth out your breathing. Start to, as you inhale, lift your leg up, and then let your lower back settle on the floor first. Grab the strap with your left hand. Reach the right arm over to the right and very slowly lower your leg over to the outside, the left. Turn your heel up and your toes down. Keep pressing the right leg down into the floor, and then turn your gaze to the right, the opposite direction. Inner thigh stretch, hamstring stretch. Being mindful of your hamstring though, don't overextend there. Close your eyes, or you can just look across the floor, let your right foot go. Then start to inhale and lift your leg. And now we're going to release the strap to the floor and set up for Shavasana. I'll guide you in Shavasana. So roll up, get your bolster. You can place your feet on the floor. Maxwell, you're stretching too. Such a good boy. All right, so lower down the bolster or pillow underneath your knees like this, and let your knees come out and your feet together, edges of your feet on the floor, alternately to release the back even more, especially if you've got something, an injury, or your lower back is feeling super tight. You can place your feet up on the bolster with your feet together, the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the sides, so that weight adjusting the hips around the sacrum. And then turn your palms up and rest the back of your hands on the floor. And close your eyes. Guided meditation. Scanning down your body. Starting at the top of your head, the crown of the head. Getting over the forehead to the space between the brow, the mind's eye. Take a deep inhale, and then let that go, exhale. Scanning down the nose, the lips, the jaw, relaxing your jaw. Let your tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing down the throat, or the neck, down the shoulder to the shoulders, across the collarbones. Focusing on the right side, the right arm, the front, down to the crease of the arm, the elbow, the forearm to the wrist, and then the palm, relaxing the fingers, all 5. Bringing your awareness back to the chest, the collarbones, the left side, relaxing the front of the arm, the back, to your elbow, the forearm, the back side, the hand, the wrist, the palm, relaxing all 5 fingers. Bring your awareness to the natural curl of the fingers. Refocusing back to the chest. Relaxing down the ribs, down the belly, the hips, right hip point, left hip point. Relaxing the right thigh, inner thigh, to the outside of the hip, the outside of the thigh, the knee, down the shin, calf, to your heel, to the edge of your foot on the pillow or floor. All 5 toes. Refocusing up to the pelvis, the hip points, the right and the left. Down the left leg, the thigh, inner thigh, outer thigh, hamstring, the top of the thigh. Down the shin and the calf, to the heel, the bottom of your foot, the top of your foot, and all 5 toes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe into the entire body. Exhale that out. Inhale through your nose, breathing into the chest, all the way up to the shoulders. And then exhale. One more breath on your own. Now using your hands, bring your legs towards each other. So assist. And then draw the legs in towards you, pull them in, give yourselves a hug. So wrap the arms around the legs, pull the legs in tightly, squeeze, give yourself that hug of appreciation. And then roll over to your right or left, and push up to a seated position. And let's close class together. Bring your hands together, edge of the hands to the breastbone, the heart. Sitting up well, bring the edge of the hands to the third eye, the mind's eye. In gratitude and in thanks. Then bring one hand to your heart and then place the other hand on top of the heart. So stacking your hands, press just gently, but feel that.
fill your hands in a gesture of commitment to your health. I appreciate you being here. I bow my practice to you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you tuning in, and please leave me a message so that I know that you were part of the class, and any comments. I hope you have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.